See, I don't want what I don't want is I don't want Pico to like get in there and be overzealous. Since Aaron's been at Greg Jackson's, he has been just completely changed. He's just become a lot smarter of a fighter. His fight IQ is fantastic. Like he just matured so much, not just as a fighter, but as an adult as well, like as a human being. So it's great to see him in this position right here. He was very calm, composed. He will be pushing this action though, and I think this is a good thing for him to kind of get the little jitters out right now in this position. Oh, nice body shot. That's where he's big. Aaron is. Like anytime my friends fight, there's just a lot of I get stressed. Habib, we're watching like when Habib would fight, when DC would fight, when Kane would fight. I mean, like it just stresses me out. I think he's grown the most, probably not just in terms of fight IQ, but his ground and pound. Nice job at Lerone getting back up. That little push kick up the middle is what kind of scares me a little bit. And the knee as well. Nice job on the takedowns, physical strength, just positioning there. He got to the body lock and was able to circle to the side, kind of collapse the elbows down, and then pulled the hips in tight and then stepped over. Nicely done. Oh, no. You guys are probably ahead of me on this thing here. Oh, jeez. Oh, damn. Fuck. Hopefully it's all right, man. That sucks. I mean, you got to give Lerone his due, though, man. Caught him coming in. Beautifully done. Poor guy. Great job, though, by Lerone, man. You got to give the guy his due. Like, he was feeling the pressure a little bit. You could see, and then he was waiting for Pico to overcommit. Caught him on the step in. Stepped off to the side. Man, jeez. I was so sad, man. All right, let's talk about Aaron Pico, our boy. Let's talk about, Lerone Murphy's performance.
There comes those times, people can sit there and say he was pressing too hard. No, I think part of Aaron Pico's game plan going in was to put pressure on, Lerone Murphy and make him tired, hit him with body shots, take the gas tank away from him, and just overwhelm him with his ability to have incredible cardio. I thought he was looking beautiful. Let's be honest. He had Lerone Murphy confused at times. He was hitting him with hard shots. Lerone came back with a couple, but it was clearly Pico's round up to the point where Lerone Murphy set that up. It wasn't like it was a fluke.
Beautifully done.
And it just happened that Aaron brought his head over to that direction. It landed perfectly. This is fighting. This is why a lot of people hit me up on, on a messengers and were saying, "Oh my God, I feel bad for him." I said, "Hey, this is part of the fight game. This is what happens when you go out there and you put it on the line, and you're doing the best you can, and he was actually looking really good, but we all knew Lerone Murphy's the real deal, and you actually said, hey, he scares me because he is so explosive. Well, that's an explosive move, and it landed.
Yeah, because Evloff wasn't throwing that.
No.
You know what I mean? And this was exactly what I was talking about was Lerone Murphy, it potentially could be an easier fight with the wrestling, but to me, it's a more dangerous fight because of movements like that, actions like that, things that he would do that Evloff would never have done. And so you've got more of a straightforward fighter in Evloff, like someone like he's either going to wrestle or he's going to box. There's no really in between. It's going to be a little bit of that. And Pico is going to kick a little bit, Pico's going to box a little bit. He's going to wrestle. He's going to ground and pound. This was a scary fight for me. I just had, I don't know. I don't want to say I had this feeling, but it was that style. And look, we know what we sign up for. We signed the dotted line. We knew what we were getting ourselves into. Shit. You hate to see your friends lose, man. And I was doing this live on our channel before this, and fuck, it was painful to watch. I was just like, fuck. And you know how I am. Like when you've seen me with Habib and Islam, and
you're a nervous Nelly, man.
I'm fucking
dying. But look, again, I just look at it. I know how good Aaron Pico is. Obviously, people are gonna say all the bullshit, and the whole thing. Oh, see, Bellator fighter or something like that. Look, Bellator fighter just went out and beat the dog shit out of Jared Cannonier too for 2 rounds there. They're not Bellator, they're fighters. They don't belong to anyone. Lerone Murphy is a stud fighter. That's why he has a record now of 17-0.
Yeah.
Okay. We all knew he was a stud fighter. Take a look at the odds. Even the odds were saying Aaron Pico based upon certain things. And he was walking through those things for a while until Lerone landed that shot. And that's what fighting's about. You know, here's the thing about fighting, you know, you try to tell people these things and stuff. You know, you could have, you know, a baseball game, a football game. You know, it's, you know, you have that one home run. It possibly is not going to win the baseball game because, you know, they scored, you know, off 3 runs off of singles. Okay. You could win every second of every round all the way up to the last one in MMA. One shot will make you the loser. And that's fighting. You know, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
But that's kind of what makes it so cool.
Yeah, I thought Aaron hit Lerone with a couple good body shots. You can see Lerone kind of felt one of them and like circled off.
He felt 2 of them.
Yeah, he was feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
You know, but then staying composed and having the wherewithal to throw
that shows,
back elbow.
Shows what kind of fighter he is, doesn't it?
Yeah. I thought, like I said, I kept going back to like, he's dynamic. Lerone is. Yeah. He can do things that Evloev couldn't do. And it just put me in this position where I'm like, damn. And then, you know, Howard Pico's, you know, a fight being delayed 2 weeks. You're not peaking at the time you were supposed to peak, whatever it is, right? 2 or 3 weeks. And then, but all those things aside, that had nothing to do with the result.
Nope.
None of that had anything to do with the result. It literally came down to he ducked when he should have weaved, that kind of position, right? Like it was one of those things. And
don't bob when you're supposed to weave. Don't weave when you're supposed to bob, right?
That's so, and then, you know, look at what people say. I don't know. It doesn't bother. Like that shit doesn't bother me. I just feel bad for Pico because it was a big deal. I wanted him to come in. I wanted him to be a good win. I wanted him to be, you know, and he will still. We've seen him, you know, lose 1, 2 in a row, whatever it is, and I've seen him come back and look spectacular. So in this situation, like, you know, it's part of the game. We know what we sign up for. I mean, shit, the same exact damn thing happened in the fight before. Yeah. What are the fucking chances you get 2 spinning back elbow finishes in 2 fights in a row right before the main event? Freaking insane. Crazy. Yeah. So, you know, in this type of fight, right, with Pico and Lerone was doing what he was doing, circling, sticking and moving, keeping his back off the fence, you know, was able to get back up twice on the wrestling. I thought that was fantastic. Great job by him.
Great job with the baseball bat on one arm.
Yeah.
You take it caused Pico to have a problem because he's trying to move his arm. He can't move his arm. Finally, he said, screw it, I'm getting up. Yeah. Because he actually just got up.
Yeah. 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 It was just very good, man. Very good job. I thought he fought fantastic. I didn't realize how big he was until I saw them face off. And not that I said this on the live show too. Aaron Pico, if he really wanted to, he could be a 35-pounder. Yeah, John, like he could be. He could be.
You think so?
Yeah, he's fucking Mads Burnell size.
Mads Burnell's a 155er.
I know, but he's fought at 35. He should have been fighting at 35. He's not a big guy. Mads is like 5'2".
Yeah, have you lost your mind, Mads? I apologize for that snide comment.
But yeah, now you want to apologize. Mads and I are friends. Like I can.
Mads and I are friends.
No, you're not.
Oh, dude,
John, you don't have friends.
You have no idea.
You're trying to lie now. Like, Sean, like you don't dye your fucking beard. Sean, come on, your hair. Look at you.
Yeah,
not your beard. No,
I dye my beard. You're right.
You let it go now. That's why after I started busting your balls.
Look at all that gray, man.
I know it's finally coming through when you stop dyeing it.
Damn.
Oh man.